Hello, I'm Daisy. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been so long since I just like sat down and recorded, but I have recorded. I just haven't really been, or I haven't had time to like edit and post and stuff. However, trying to get back into a good schedule of some sort is just, I didn't realize how much having a dog is kind of like having a baby, like minus the fact that I can just go to work and he can like be in his crate or whatever, but he wakes up in the middle of the night crying, especially because my boyfriend works second shift, and so he's at work until late, and then if the latest I will work until 8, but so my dog is in his crate all day by himself. I'm assuming sleeping. If not, he's obviously just sitting around. So by the time we get home, I'm tired, but he has so much energy, and then when my boyfriend gets here, he just has even more energy. And then it's like shortly after we're trying to go to sleep and he's just not having it, and then he'll wake up crying. You can hear him back there. He'll wake up crying, and then depending on the day, like I'll get up early and help, or I'll go deal with him, or if I have to work early, my boyfriend will. But either way, washing clothes, and my dog is out there, which is why my door is open, so you can hear all this extra stuff back here. But anyway, so needless to say, I'm really tired lately. But even more than being tired, I also feel very uninspired a lot of the times. I think that I don't live in a city that inspires me at all. There's not one thing in Grand Rapids that inspires me, which is sad. But I think that has played a big factor in why I haven't really been recording, which I'm trying to just be like, you need to suck it up and just do lookbooks or do whatever, just figure out like how I can get back in a groove. But it's just been like a slow like upward thing, I guess. But anyways, I just wanted to come in here and talk about feeling uninspired and just like what I'm doing to feel better, and then I don't know, just a few life updates, and then I want to go more in depth about the marathon mindset in another video, but I want to touch on that a little bit. So let's get in. A hot 2 minutes and 50 seconds after. So first, like I said, I have been feeling real uninspired. I make lists of like goals every week and like stuff I want to do, but I think once I get down to it, I'm like, why am I even doing this? Which sounds ridiculous, but I just get into this slump of like, this is pointless, like why? But I'm trying to get out of those. So my goal is to do some lookbooks. I don't really post my lookbooks to YouTube, which I need to start doing that, but I hate that the whole like the music thing, you have to use lame music, and I'm like, I want to use the songs I like, but then you get a copyright claim, so whatever. But so I want to start doing more lookbooks. That's really my ultimate goal. I'm gonna probably do one tonight, but do more lookbooks. I'm trying to get through the rest of this Michelle Obama book. I'm almost done, and then I want to start a new book because I want to do 7 books this year, and I have a little under 2 months to finish each book, so I'm definitely behind, but I want to finish that. And I'm trying to get on a better schedule with him, Pluto, which means that I think that'll give me more time in the morning. Like this morning, he got up really early, so I just got up, made some coffee, and then I started reading while he just played around with his stuff. So I'm trying to get into a better schedule, because I feel like if I don't, I'm not gonna get anywhere, obviously. And I really think that once I learn how to discipline myself with time, like I can get a lot further ahead, because it's not that I waste time, because at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to just be doing stuff all day. I'm tired, and I work. It's not like I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? So I think that's exhausting within itself, but I want to get into a habit of like, when I wake up, just get up. So Pluto literally gets up at like 6 or 7 every day. I might as well just get up and be productive, as opposed to trying to make him go back to sleep. So I'm trying to do that, and then I'm really tired right now, but I got off work, and instead of trying to make him go to sleep, I just cleaned and I made some dinner, and obviously I'm recording. I'm gonna make a lookbook and just try to like do all this stuff during the day, and then I'll try to go to bed earlier. I think that's another thing. It's kind of hard because my boyfriend gets off work late, but I just need to get into a whole new schedule, because right now I have no life schedule and it's really messing with me. On another note, I love Nipsey Hussle. I don't know if y'all know that. I love Nipsey Hussle. I've been listening to a lot of his interviews lately. I don't know why he's on a press run, to be honest, because he dropped his album a long time ago. But he's been in a lot of interviews, and anytime I feel very uninspired, or like the other day I was feeling like, or not even I was feeling like, people will say to me like, oh, you're so pretty, like why don't you have a lot of followers, da 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 da. And I'm like, first of all, there's so much more to life for me than having a lot of followers. Like anything that I have in this life right now is just such a blessing anyway, because I mean, like, none of this stuff, like everything I have now, I wanted when I was younger. And so I don't look at life like, oh, why don't I have this. It's just more so like, I try to think like I'm just in a marathon and I haven't reached that point in it yet, and maybe I won't reach that point, but regardless, I'm still running that race, and just doing what I want to do and having fun with what I'm doing, and trying not to focus on having followers or any of that stuff, that any of those pressures that can come with the social media age, but even money too. Like, I just try to do me, and I think that every time I do, life rewards me. So I'm not really pressed in that manner. However, there are days where I'm like, dang, I could be so much further ahead. But I just, again, try to just remember all these things that Nipsey Hussle talks about. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, anything that I have now is really a blessing. And anyways, I try to think about just focusing on my own thing and putting out quality work. I don't want to just be like throwing anything out there, because at the end of the day, all this stuff is a part of who I am. I sit down and I talk to y'all about random stuff on my mind, or I'm showing you stuff that I like, outfits or stuff like that. So all of this is just showing you an image of who I am, and I don't ever want to distort that by just throwing stuff up there and not really loving it, I guess. So that's where I am with that. I'm also just working on myself and realizing like things about myself that I want to fix. I was talking to one of my really good friends, Sierra, and we were talking about, it's so hard to be a new way. Like my body will react to things when I'm mad, or if I feel uncomfortable, or if I feel a way, my body automatically gets really hot, like really hot. Like, you can feel my skin and I'm hot, and maybe that's a normal thing, but I just get really hot. But it's like, even if I am in a different headspace of, this doesn't bother me, or this is okay because I'm evolving into this new person, my body hasn't caught up to that. So I'm trying to train myself to be more in control of my emotions, I guess, because I will freak the fuck out. Like, honestly, I will. And not like in like a crazy way, but I will feel a way about something and I would just go head first in it. And I want to be able to just sit down and be like, okay, why do you feel like this? Like, what is making you so mad about this situation? Is it your expectations? Which usually it is. So I'm just trying to like just really sit with myself and figure out like why I feel how I feel, how can I fix it, and how can I fix it within myself before I take it to the person that's bothering me, or whatever the case may be. Because I found that I will approach a situation before I really sit down and think about it, and then we'll have a conversation, and then I'll go back and just be with myself and be like, okay, well, I really should have handled that not only differently, but it wasn't that person's fault to begin with. It was just me and my expectations, and these are my emotions, and I don't think that I should cast my emotions and expectations onto other people. So trying to just take control of my emotions and how I feel about things, and learning how to articulate them in a way that is well thought out and thorough, as opposed to me just freaking out. So that's it. I think I'm gonna drop some lookbooks soon, and then I want to do my next Sunday talks will be my next Sunday talks will probably be the marathon mindset, just going more in depth with that. So thank you for watching. I hope you all are living the best life you can possibly live, and I will see you next time. Bye.